Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a story that's not just a tale, but an experience. Imagine the scorching heat of Rajasthan, the kind that makes the air shimmer and dance. Now, picture a fading scent of jasmine, sweet at first, then almost heavy, like something left too long in the sun. That's how it all began for Priya. She woke to that scent, pressed down by the thick, damp heat inside their tent. Outside, voices murmured, sharp and impatient. Her husband, Rohan, among them. Rohan, an archaeologist by trade, a treasure hunter at heart, was always restless. Priya had followed him for years across ancient ruins and forgotten lands. But this place, this village in the heart of the desert, where time seemed to have stopped, felt different. The villagers watched them with eyes that held no welcome, no hostility, just the silent certainty of a story already written. Priya, Rohan's voice cut through the air. We're leaving soon. Bring the water. She slowly sat up, dust motes dancing in the golden shafts of light filtering through the tent. The endless desert stretched outside, and in its embrace, a secret Rohan was determined to unearth. He was obsessed with a legend, a mystery that had drawn them to this remote corner of the world. But Priya couldn't shake the feeling that the land itself was resisting them. Stepping out, the sunlight hit her like a physical blow. Rohan was already arguing with an elderly woman, a Mataji, whose bent posture belied her powerful presence. The villagers formed a silent ring around them, their faces unreadable. And in the center of their circle, yawning, open to the sky, was the object of Rohan's desire, an ancient Bauri. But this was no grand, beautiful structure from pictures. The desert had claimed its beauty, leaving only cracked steps, disappearing into a light-swallowing darkness. A massive stone slab sealed its bottom, secured by 8 brass locks, blackened with age. Rohan's impatience was clear. Mataji, just tell us how to open it. The old woman's voice was quiet, yet firm. It should not be opened. The well is not empty, it is resting. Rohan scoffed, a dry, dismissive laugh escaping him. Resting. It's a pit, not a person. The Mataji slowly lifted her blind eyes, her gaze seeming to pierce right through Rohan. Everything that takes in breath, even once, remembers how to sleep. A ripple of murmurs went through the villagers. Was it a prayer? A warning? Rohan dismissed it, turning to Priya. She's been saying this since we arrived, just some local myth to keep us out. But Priya wasn't so sure. Every night since they'd arrived, she dreamt the same dream. Water that wasn't water, rippling without sound, and something beneath the surface exhaling. The dreams were so real. She'd wake up with the taste of jasmine in her throat. That morning, even the air around the well felt like it was breathing. Rohan gathered his team, 3 city men, restless and eager. One of them, Samir, had been missing since the previous night. Rohan Sahidi wandered off. The villagers whispered he'd been claimed. No one went looking for him. They just stayed farther from the well. Enough superstition, Rohan declared, wiping sweat from his brow. We're opening it today. The Mataji stepped closer, her white hair stirring faintly in the breeze. If you open it, you must give it something in return, she said. Rohan's patience snapped. What does that mean? It asks for the touch of loss, she whispered, a hand that once held life and could not keep it. Her words struck Priya like a physical blow. Priya froze. 6 months ago, she had lost a child before it was born. No one in this village knew. Not even Rohan spoke of it anymore. Mataji, Priya began, her voice a tremor. But the old woman simply turned her head toward Priya, as if seeing the truth through the silence. Rohan caught Priya's arm, his grip tight. "She's guessing. Don't listen." But his eyes lingered on Priya for a moment too long, a flicker of something unreadable. Then he gestured toward the locks. "Priya, you're the only one she seems to respect. Ask her for the keys." The old woman didn't hesitate. From the folds of her shawl, she drew out a ring of 8 brass keys. They gleamed faintly in the sun, cold and damp, as if they didn't belong in the desert heat. "Once you begin," she warned, her voice low, "you cannot stop until all 8 are turned." Priya took the keys without a word. The villagers stepped back. Even Rohan fell silent, the only sound the low hum of the desert wind. She knelt beside the stone and found the first lock. Her fingers trembled as the cold metal met her skin. It turned with a brittle click that echoed eerily up the walls of the well. The air seemed to shift around them. The second lock opened more easily. From somewhere below, a sound answered, like water moving, though the well had been dry for centuries. By the 4th lock, the temperature dropped noticeably. Priya's breath misted in the air. The 5th lock released a faint cry, soft and almost human. So quiet, she almost believed she imagined it. "Keep going," Rohan's voice, taut and strained, came from behind her. When the last lock finally turned, all 8 fell away together. The massive slab shivered, then began to move, sliding aside with a deep, grinding moan. A dark opening appeared beneath it, so dark that even the harsh desert sunlight refused to penetrate. For a long, silent moment, no one spoke. Rohan leaned forward, staring into the abyss. "It's just a chamber," he said, trying to reassure himself, or perhaps them. "Look." He dropped a small stone inside. It fell and never seemed to land. The Mataji turned her face away. "It has no bottom," she whispered. Rohan ignored her, signaling to one of his men. "Bring the line. We'll send someone down." The man hesitated, glancing at the ominous opening. "Sir, maybe wait until evening." "Now," Rohan commanded, his voice sharp. Reluctantly, the man tied a rope around his waist and began his descent. His flashlight flickered like a fragile pulse against the overwhelming darkness, shrinking until it was gone. Minutes stretched into an eternity. Then, the rope went still. "Do you see anything?" Rohan called down, his voice echoing into the void. Silence. He pulled the rope slightly. It was heavy, too heavy. "Pull him up," Rohan ordered. Together, the men strained, dragging the rope hand over hand. It resisted as if something on the other end was holding it down. Finally, a shape appeared at the rim. The man climbed out, breathing hard, his face ashen. He didn't speak. He didn't look at anyone. Rohan stepped closer, demanding, "What did you see?" The man's eyes met his, empty and vacant, like the well itself. "It's not empty," he whispered. Then, a slow, soft smile spread across his face, like a child hearing a lullaby. The villagers gasped. The Mataji bowed her head. "It has chosen," she said. "It always chooses." Rohan frowned, bewildered. "Chosen what?" "The one who opened the locks," she replied, her voice solemn. "The keeper." Every gaze turned to Priya. A weight settled over Priya's chest. Not fear, but something slower, heavier. The grief she had carried for months, the hollow ache of loss, began to dissolve. In its place came a strange stillness, a profound sense of belonging. "Priya," Rohan said, reaching for her, his voice urgent. "Let's go, we have enough." But the well's whisper filled the space between them. It sounded like water running backward. Priya could feel it inside her, like a second heartbeat. The scent of jasmine returned, fresh this time, clean and sweet. The old woman lifted her head, breathing it in deeply. "It remembers," she murmured. "Remembers what Rohan demanded." "The mother," she said. "It remembers the loss it was promised." A sound rose from the darkness, a soft hum, almost melodic. It wrapped around Priya's thoughts, gentle and insistent. For the first time in months, she felt an overwhelming sense of peace. Rohan took a step back, his eyes wide with the dawning fear. "Priya, we're leaving." She smiled at him, a soft, serene smile. "Yes," she said, "we are." The ground beneath them trembled. The villagers began to chant, their voices low and rhythmic. Sand swirled through the air like mist. Rohan grabbed Priya's hand, but she barely felt it. Her pulse was steady, calm. The whispers in her mind grew louder, shapes forming behind her eyes, images of water that moved like living glass. Something deep below was waking. The Mataji's voice rose above the rising wind. "It is not a curse," she said. "It is a continuation. The keeper must return what was taken." Rohan shouted something Priya couldn't hear. His voice was distant, drowned by the murmuring that filled her head. She looked once more into the well. She didn't see darkness anymore. She saw light, soft, golden, and endless, like sunlight refracted through deep water. And in that light, a tiny hand reaching up, waiting. Tears blurred her vision. She took a step forward. The wind quieted. Even the chanting stopped. "Priya?" Rohan's voice cracked, filled with desperation. She turned to him and smiled through the shimmer of heat. "It's all right," she said, her voice a calm whisper. "I know where it is now." The scent of jasmine grew stronger, wrapping around her like a familiar embrace. When she reached the edge, the air shifted again, cool and welcoming. She heard the faint cry of a child, not of pain, but of greeting. The old woman's voice echoed softly behind her. "Every door needs a hand to open it. Every dream needs a keeper to stay awake." Then there was only stillness. No one saw Priya move. No one saw what followed. The villagers said the air folded itself, that the wells sighed once, and that the scent of jasmine never left the village again. When Rohan was found days later, he wandered the dunes in silence, clutching a small brass key in his hand. He never spoke of what happened, only stared into the horizon as if waiting for someone to return. And sometimes, when the wind blows across the desert at night, the people of that village say they hear a woman humming near the stepwell, a lullaby carried on the scent of jasmine. What an incredible, chilling, and strangely beautiful story, right? It makes you wonder what truly lies beneath the surface, both in ancient wells and in our own hearts. Have you ever felt drawn to a place or experienced a connection that defies explanation? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this tale captivating, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more stories that explore the mysterious and the unknown, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.